Good morning, Doug Levi, Strategic Insurance Services. Hope you're having a great day. We're doing great here in Tampa Bay. So I wanted to shoot a video this morning on how to research a client, and that may sound a little funny, or a lead. And I'll tell you something I just did now that made me think of this. So we buy some leads from Insurancequotescom. Always tell new people when you're getting going, I wouldn't spend a ton of money on buying leads. They're hard. They're getting a lot of solicitations and a lot of different things. Your best strategy is truly to spend your time and energy and efforts, and you don't even have to spend a lot of money on building center of influence related referrals. Again, CPAs, realtors, mortgage, financial advisors, other captive insurance agents. In my opinion, that's really we're going to see a great return. Don't get me wrong, there are lots of agents out there that buy lots of leads, and that is their primary marketing strategy. So just to understand the challenges associated really with all of it. So one of the things I was just thinking about this morning is how you can perhaps stand out or be different if you are buying leads, okay? You guys can sign up for Insurancequotescom as well and buy leads all day. So here was a new lead we got, and this was a business lead. We've got some info on the person here. Gregory Mitchell, Mitchell Construction, and they're looking for general liability and workers' comp. And so far, one of our team members hasn't really had much traction with the lead at all. So here's what I started to do. I started to do some research. And again, some of this is a little higher level and some of this may be more geared to commercial, okay? The concept can be the same though. And really, you're trying to do some research on people and or businesses to get more information to see how you may be able to connect with them in a different way. So here's what I did. I did a couple things. So first off, I started and I Googled Mitchell Construction. Okay, so that's the name of the business right here. Mitchell Construction. So I Googled and I said, okay, Mitchell Construction, and then Longwood, because that's the city they're in. And not really a ton of stuff popped up. Nothing very clear for sure. Okay. So I said, okay, well, what else can I do? So then I did. And here in Florida and a lot of states, there is something known the Department of Business and Professional Licensing. Okay, it's this DBPR, right? So traditionally, and in most states this is going to be true, if you're a licensed contractor or you have a license in any level. Now this is separate from insurance. That goes through a different office. This is more along the contracting lines. You're traditionally going to be in here. So I just went and I said, okay, well, let me try and look up this way. Now keep in mind, this gentleman has a fairly, I don't know, standard name, if you will. It's not incredibly unique. But one of the things that struck me is I started to scroll through here. Well, I don't see an exact match with the client's address. Just because I know the area, I do see something very close in a similar address, okay, a city that's very close with the client's name. And then what also strikes me is, okay, well, we've got an application in progress, which means perhaps it's a new business and he needs the insurance because he's starting a new business, right? And it's definitely in construction. Now, if we click on, we'll get a little bit more info depending on what level that the process would be at. We can also eliminate some, like cosmetology, barber, right? So we can see some of those real estate that just aren't going to make sense, that it wouldn't apply to. So we also can kind of look and say, you know what, we probably have a pretty decent idea that it could very well be that gentleman. Now we don't know for sure, and we haven't even talked to him yet. So again, this is just kind of for a training purposes or an idea what you could do, okay? And the other thing I did from there is, and this certainly, now we're going to get into the spot where this could apply to really anyone, right? So what did I do? I went to Facebook, okay? And then I typed in Gregory Mitchell Longwood just to see what came up, okay? So now I do that. And, okay, so now we're drilling down a little bit because I see here in terms of people, here's a Greg Mitchell, Longhorn Building. Again, we know this person's in construction and lives in Longwood. Okay, so then I click on him. I actually send him a friend request. Now, once I send him a friend request, after that, I can now connect with him on Facebook Messenger. So here's what I did. So I have some ties to this area as well, which is why I found this interesting. My wife is from Longwood. Okay, my mother-in-law lives in Longwood. So I just put, hi Greg, got your request for business insurance a few days ago for GL and work comp for construction. We have great markets for construction and help lots in this space. We also have over 200 5-star reviews on Google and our top 1% agency in the state and country. And I put in the last meal, my wife is from Longwood and went to Lake Brantley. And I put a call to action. What's the best number and time to connect? Or you can book an appointment directly with me online right here. Now, I don't know where this is going to go, right? He may never reply back, but my suspicion or my idea is you're probably going to have a higher likelihood potentially of someone responding back because you've accessed them through a little bit of a different channel. And then you say, well, what if he's not active on Facebook or if he's not on Facebook a lot? That's a fair point. I'm not telling you still shouldn't call, email, text, other ways, but just the idea that if he is talking with other agents, I'm going to go out on a limb and say most other agents haven't taken the time to do just what I'm showing you now and trying to connect in this way. And then what we can also do is look at and go to his Facebook page and get an idea and see, okay, as little as 2 days ago, he made a post, right? So that tells me it's not like, he hasn't made a post in years, right? Then you can also get a little bit of an idea of the person. Okay, well, clearly likes dogs. So that's an area, if I was a big dog fan, I do like dogs, but if I was a big dog person, you can maybe connect on that. So the other thing that I would do, and I haven't done it yet, and again, this can really apply to all people, certainly businesses is going to be a little bit more, is looking them up on LinkedIn, right? So I could go to LinkedIn and I can type in Greg Mitchell. And again, there's probably going to be a lot of Greg Mitchells out there. So now I can type in and maybe I'll say Florida, or I could say construction, okay? Now, if nothing comes up, that doesn't mean he may just not be on there, right? So again, just trying to encourage you guys to think through what are the different strategies and ways you can be creative when you get a lead or referral. And even right now, we're talking about the paid leads. This could be someone maybe you got referred to and perhaps are having a little bit of a difficult time getting in touch with. Have you taken the time to say, I'm going to go look them up on Facebook. I'm going to try and connect with them on Facebook. I'm going to look them up on LinkedIn, perhaps on Instagram, thinking of the different channels that you can potentially access and connect with people. At the end of the day, guys, that's what this business is still all about. It's still all about relationships. And sometimes, especially when you're starting out with a new person, it's going to take a little effort to build that relationship or to contact them in a way that's going to get them to respond to. I hope this was helpful for you. Again, we were talking about how you can kind of research your prospects and perhaps use some strategies that are a little different or unique to get in touch with them in a different way, and especially utilizing the social media channel. So hope you guys have a great day. As always, dream big and make it happen. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.